Hello, everybody. I am, well, okay, we're gonna skip the minorities here. I am Purple. That's what my username is, and that's what it will be for the next few years. This is going to be a random channel about me ranting about ideas I have, possible motorcycles within the next year, because I'm gonna buy a bike, and then I'm gonna, do my thing, probably make some motor vlogs about me just ranting on the road. But anyway, have you ever had an idea that, like, you just really can't get off your head? Like, I've had this idea for, give or take, 3 years. And it's like, it's an idea for, like, a store, which I know, hear me out before you all have to click off. It sounds boring until you really think about it. Because what I have in mind for, like, a business type standpoint, now, hear me out, I'm very new to computers. I just recently became really acquainted with them because I like them a lot. I think they're a really fun interest. Then again, I am trying to be a mechanical engineer. I'm just currently studying for it because it's something that I genuinely want to pursue. And I think is really, really interesting. Anything that goes click, clack, bing, bang, boom, I just think it's really cool. It's like autism, but not. But hear me out here. I'm gonna catch my breath. What if you know how Micro Center works, where you go in, they show you how things, they tell you about it? What if we had a store similar to Micro Center, except for they had a whole section where you could bring in parts, or just random things you found from computers. Like, you could bring in 3 or 4 computers, take them apart, and we show you how to make things out of them. But you still charge them for the labor and how, like, to teach them. But, like, that idea itself, like, I would have to elaborate on it more. But, like, it seems like such a cool thing, especially for people like me that barely know anything about computers but are genuinely trying to learn and want to learn about them. Like, currently, because I'm limited by my income and where I live, I am currently using a misform mini PC. It's like one of their earlier models. I don't know how early it is because I bought it like 3-4 months ago, along with my my MetaQuest. But at the same time, it's like, it works, but I really want to, like, upgrade it and such, or just I'm still debating on if I should just wait and buy an pre-built PC or go out and buy parts for one. But I'm starting to think I should just not and just save, or do the other thing that I kind of really want to do because it's funny. Buy one of those adapters that goes into the SSD slot and allows it to have a dedicated graphics card instead of using the integrated graphics. Because when I do play on it, it's not bad when it comes to, like, pixelated type games, like Balastro or what's it called, Stardew Valley. But when it comes to CS, I have to play on all low settings, like nothing can be above the lowest. And I mean, it'll run, but it'll, like, I clock in at barely 25 frames. Like, it gets really bad unless my internet's really good. And most of the time, it's like I have like 30 ping, but every once in a while it'll drop off the net jitter to go up. So I've been thinking about upgrading, but oh god, I ranted about something else anyway. Back to the original purpose of talking and explaining this store idea I have. What if we, like, here's my idea. I ain't got a working name for it yet. I'm thinking of one right now. Teach and Tech Shop. That's what I got with it. It's very, very, very work in progress. I literally just thought of it. So we're gonna go with that. Imagine if we took a teach. Oh, crap! No, I already forgot the name. A teach work and repair shop. Teach work and repair shop. Ooh, that works. TWR. Okay, let's just call it TWR for right now. What if we go and make a TWR anywhere in the world, and basically you have a section of the building where you can go in with your own pieces, your own parts, and everything else. Tell them what you want to do with it, and they'll explain to you what the parts do, how they work, and show you what will and won't work. The same thing as Micro Center does, except for they allow you to build it yourself. But they still tell you where things go, show you the basics of it. But instead of doing it all for you and charging you for it, they just teach you and then charge you for the labor at such a lower cost than it would to actually, like. Now, hear me out. This probably would go under in a few years. But if we just, like, I don't know, make sales go up higher, like if you buy something in a store, you can immediately take it somewhere and they'll show you how to use it. That would be pretty cool instead of having to go leave and then come back and ask more questions. Imagine if there was a whole area, like, the whole baseline of this idea is to have an area specific for consumers that shows them how to build it without being alone or actually having to look up YouTube videos. Like, you have a dedicated person that'll sit at a desk. They come to that person. They give them services in a way that shows them how to make the computer, I guess. Yeah, build the computer, shows them how the components work, shows them where they go, shows them what will and won't work. That sounds like such a really good concept. And even after you break it down, like the cost and everything else, it still sounds reliable. But I don't think a lot. I think the reason we don't do it is because right repair is like still kind of a new thing, and most places don't even give you right to repair. Like certain places do. Like you go, they will help you even if it's like under the books. But still, I feel like if we get right to repair, we should open a place like this. I think that's actually, now that I think about it, I think that's the only reason this isn't a concept yet, because right to repair isn't a thing, which kind of sucks. But it's like you can't, like, I don't understand why they don't do it. I feel like they would make a lot of money selling the parts, but they just like don't. It's like very weird. I think I'm almost waking my brother up. It'll be fine. But I really want to pursue this. Like, so the first thing I'm doing the moment I hear right to repair is a thing, I'm running and I'm doing it. I'm buying a place, buying or renting, and I'm making this idea work. I'm making it become a reality because I really want to see this happen. I want to see this type of business flourish where IT shops and basic computer places like Apple, iPhone, or whatever else actually has... My phone just went off, what the freak. Oh, it's 12 o'clock now, okay. But I want a place where I can go and not have to look up a bunch of things or get some smuck or attitude from HR because they have a problem with me asking or it's taking up too much of their time. If we have dedicated people that show you how to do it, now, didn't get this issue might be solved. I haven't done a lot of research on this. This is just something I've been thinking about. But if this becomes a thing, it could be a huge improvement in the industry. And I think it would be like a lot really profitable. Like, put the money aside. I feel like it would just be a good thing. And then put the money back in. It would be extremely profitable. I feel like it would. Not only would you fill certain teaching positions, you would allow more knowledge and give people more access to certain things that they didn't have access to before because they didn't have the knowledge for it. And I feel like it would be such a good thing for people to know these things and be able to access this information without having to go through a bunch of trouble or have to go research it. They could just go to a place, ask some questions, and they just don't get, like, they're getting charged, but they have an actual person there that's dealt with it instead of some random person that they can't entirely trust to just write it down and throw it on the internet. Because I've been in my own cases where I've tried to fix something and the internet told me one thing, but because I wasn't exact or didn't, and then I wasn't able to, like, show them what I was doing, I got hurt, or, like, I was shown the wrong thing or told to do the wrong thing, and I ended up breaking what I was trying to fix even more. I gotta breathe. I'm, like, running out of breath. But if these places were a thing, that would never happen. There would be no confusion ever, and even if there is, it'd be super easy to solve. My little brother woke up for a second. I'm sorry, I had to be quiet there. Anyway, I just really want this to be a thing, and I really want to pursue this as a business strategy because I genuinely think it would be a good idea. And if anybody finds this video or even listens to it and goes, that's a good idea, or any kind of big corporation, give me a cut, bro. I'm kind of in the slums right now, I won't lie. It would be very helpful. I would also just like to get, like, I don't really need credit for the idea, but it'd still be nice to be recognized for an idea like this. Then again, I feel like a lot of people have had this idea, but we just physically can't do it because laws and regulations and restrictions stop us from being able to do it. Okay, we're gonna skip to another topic here. Another thing I don't like. People putting patents on things that shouldn't have patents on them, and things that laws restrict us from doing when there really shouldn't be a law against it. Like, right to repair should be a thing. It should automatically be a thing when you make a product. I understand getting a patent because you don't want other people selling what you have, but it doesn't make sense on certain, like, subjects or items. Like, there was a game a while ago that had, like, I think it was the Nemesis system. They put a patent on that for some reason and thought, oh yeah, this will be a good idea. And don't get me wrong, the game didn't really flop, at least I don't think so. But they, like, stopped so many good stories and games from being able to express themselves in ways that is memorable other than just having a slight memory of you or conversations you've had. And it doesn't make any sense why they did that. And I genuinely don't like it. Because, like, patents make no sense. I understand if you want to, like, it's like a very specific thing that nobody else should, like, you don't want anybody else to use. Like, the iPhones, like how we don't have right to repair on those because of their patents. I don't like that. I don't like when you try to repair something, the shop goes, no, 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 you did that for free. Bring it here. You don't have it no more. It doesn't make any sense. Like what Nintendo did, I don't understand. You don't want us, you don't even sell us our games anymore. I don't understand that. What do you mean we don't own the games anymore? We own a license to access the server to play said game. But we don't own what we paid for. We don't own a copy of the game. We own there because apparently, and if anybody doesn't like understand this, what they basically did was make it so that when they sell you the little like card thing you put in your Nintendo Switch, they made it so that just simply gives you access to download a key to the server, which allows you to access the server, which allows you to play the game. And instead of downloading the code and the file for the game that allows you to play the game while still connecting to their servers, they just took that whole process out. They took all 2 steps out of there, just so you don't physically own a copy of the game. So I think they did it because of resellers, but at the same time, it makes no sense to do it. Doing that with patents or anything trivial like that makes no sense. And what else I don't like is that, okay, we're kind of spiraling towards Nintendo, but I'm going to get this out quick, is the fact that they also made it so if you make any modification, I understand modifying your Switch, but if you even, like, crack the screen slightly and go, oh, well, that's like a $100 purchase, I can just buy a Nintendo screen, or I can just take a screen off another Nintendo I have that doesn't work and try to put it on there, you will brick it because it'll register that you have removed a component, and it doesn't like that. It really don't like that. They don't like you adding onto their designs, and I think that's because so many people have that it makes their own designs look bad. Like this, don't get me wrong, the sleek black looks nice, but the only reason I won't buy that is because I feel as if I put the wrong charger in that thing, it'll break it. And actually, I'm pretty sure that has happened. If I can find a record of it, I will put it up on screen. But my buddy, who's like a Nintendo freak, like he owns so much of it, freaks out about using different chargers for his things because he feels like they will be bricked. He genuinely thinks they will be. And apparently, on an old model that he had, that did happen because he tried to use a normal USB charger to charge it, and he bricked it. He didn't even realize he did until he tried to open the game, and it just went yellow screen, didn't work. And he was like pissed. He almost didn't buy another Nintendo device, but he did anyway because he loves Mario. But back to the original discussion. I'm currently just ranting, so this will definitely be 2 different videos. I will try to stem this into like a part 2 of like 2 different rants. I'm probably just gonna name this ranting. Me ranting about something late at night. Because these are just random thoughts I have, and that's what most of this channel is going to end up looking like. Me just ranting about something that I find interesting or think should be talked about. Like the whole thing of patents. I still can't get over that. And I think it's the most annoying thing in the world that people did that. But I can't change that. I'm one person. I like that we did... I don't know if we stopped it, but we definitely fought the guy that was stopping killing games. I'm glad we did that, because that was really fun. That was an incredibly good idea that I'm glad was supported, and I'm glad it hopefully will fix that problem. Because I hate that when I buy a game, that I can't play it. Not because the servers are down, but because they make the game inaccessible online. Like the game Spellbreak. We're gonna head off another little plane here. We've gone from patents to Spellbreak. There is no definitive reason on this video. This is just me ranting up. These are just my thoughts. And if you wish to listen to them, thank you for coming. And if you want to support me so I can make other content, probably random gaming or just me ranting about something. Because I'm not good at making scripts. So I just turn the mic and go. But back to the subject. One of my favorite games back in the day was Spellbreak. I remember instead of opening Fortnite or Call of Duty, I opened Spellbreak. I thought it was genuinely incredibly fun, and I loved the concept of wizards, and the whole thing it screamed childhood nostalgia when I saw a clip of it on TikTok. And I just want that back because that was such a time to be alive, and I loved it. I loved every bit of that time. I'm pretty sure I was 12, 13, and oh my god, did I love that game. And now every time I scroll through my Xbox app to show my buddies one of my hours in a game, I see it and I genuinely die a little bit inside. Like, it makes me want to tear up that that game is no longer a thing. And I swear, I hate that they went under because that was just stupid. We're gonna hop to another topic eventually because I'm probably gonna make myself cry if I keep doing this. But okay, oh my god, I need to jump back to my store idea because I've been ranting about just random stuff for like 16 minutes. But back to the store idea, and I know I kind of finished it up with this could be a good idea. I have thought about this. I already have not blueprints, but I've written down genuinely what I think it would cost and how much I think it would take to really make that a thing. But I just hate that I need to do a little bit more research, but I'm pretty sure the reason we can't is because of laws and patents that don't allow us to do it, that don't allow us to give the people what they want and what they need. I'm not a far left, far right. I'm gonna get that out of the way real fast. I'm not a politic dude. I do not care who's on whose side. I know that makes me part of the problem. I don't really care. I'm 17. I can't even vote, so I don't mind. As long as I'm not in the hole, prices ain't going up, and I ain't gonna lose my freedom, I'm completely fine with whatever happens. That's all I care about, really. I mean, I have a job, so I'm pretty much okay right now. But I just want certain things to change. These are things I think should change. These are things I think should be things. Patents on stupid things, like how Pokemon went and made a whole patent for how their Pokeballs work and tried to sue Palworld. That was stupid. How right to repair isn't a thing because everybody wants to keep their schematics in a fucking hole and not show anybody how to build it or repair it because they want to keep money grubbing crap going. God, I hate greedy people. It makes me so angry. Like, I have to not yell because it's fucking almost 1 in the morning while I'm recording this and I have to work tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh, I'll be fine. But it is just one of the most damning things I think I've ever had to deal with. And I know for a fact I'm going to hate editing this later, but I do not care because it's literally just like 2-3 cuts. It's probably going to be 15 minutes long. And most likely, nobody's going to see this video. Do I care? Kinda, because I would like to pursue YouTube as a full-time career. But I just gotta stay consistent. And I'm gonna end this video off with something I'm probably gonna say every video. If you want to do it, do it. Nothing is stopping you, and even if there is something stopping you, knock it down and keep going. That is one of the few things I live by every day. One of the few, it's not a quote, it's just something I learned at a young age and genuinely believe. If you want to pursue something, if you have a goal, create steps and ways to get to that goal. If you can't get across that little chasm, build a bridge. It is quite literally that simple. That is how you make it in life. That is how you get through it. I will be most likely ending every episode and everything I say with that quote at the end, because that is something I believe. It might be in text, I might say it out loud, I might do it with a voiceover. I don't know. All I know is that is the one promise I can make from these videos. Do what you want and don't let people stop you. The only adverse to that is don't hurt others with your dreams. If you want to be the next mustache man, we might have a problem. But if you want to solve world hunger or cure cancer, pursue what you want to do it. Pursue what you need to do it. I want to become a mechanical engineer. I spent 3.5 hours writing down notes of everything I need to learn, and I've been researching for the past 6 weeks. I have been on my own head about that. I will achieve my goals, and I want you to achieve yours. Good night, and I hope all of you sleep well and enjoy the days to come.